This is the solution to assignment number 1.2, question 6. The question was the absolute value of 2x plus 5 minus 10 is equal to negative 5. So the first thing that we want to do in absolute value equations is isolate the absolute value. That way we could figure out exactly what should be inside of that absolute value. So we can do that here by just adding 10 to both sides. And when we add 10 to both sides, we get that the absolute value of negative 2x plus 5 is equal to positive 5. So we know that we have a solution because the absolute value is supposed to be positive. So now we have to say, okay, what equation can we get from this? Well, if the absolute value of negative 2x plus 5 is 5, what we're saying is what's inside the absolute value can either be a positive 5, because the absolute value of 5 is 5, or what's inside the absolute value can be a negative 5, because the absolute value of negative 5 is 5. So that means that we're setting up two equations. So the first equation is negative 2x plus 5 is equal to a positive 5, because the absolute value of that would be 5. Or negative 2x plus 5 is equal to negative 5, because in both cases, the absolute value will be 5. Remember, absolute value drops the sign. So now we just need to solve those equations. So on the left, we can just subtract 5 from both sides. That gives us that negative 2x is equal to 0. And then we can just divide both sides by negative 2. And we know that 0 divided by anything is going to give us 0. So on the left here, we have that x is equal to 0. Okay. Or we have this second equation. So when we solve this second equation, similar, we subtract 5 from both sides. And in this case, we get that negative 2x is equal to negative 10. Divide both sides by negative 2. And for this equation, we get that x is equal to 5. So our solutions here are 0 and 5. And that's it.